So I've got the newest Droid phone. This is from Motorola and Verizon. This is the Droid RAZR M. And this is kind of an interesting phone for a number of reasons. First of all, very thin bezel. So even though this is fairly small in the hand, you still get a 4.3-inch screen. It's kind of an odd resolution, 960 by 840. So, but it's good enough to do 720p video on its side. It's running Jelly Bean. So, I'm sorry, it's not. It's running Ice Cream Sandwich. I think, you can always tell by clicking, see, when you click that Google search bar and you get this instead of Google Now, you know you're running Ice Cream Sandwich. But it does have some nice Motorola features. This is one of the Motorola widgets, lets you spin these little dials here. The screen, gorgeous. It is an LCD screen, but works very well at every angle. The color's good, saturation's good, size is good. And so it's a smallish, heavy phone, dense phone that gives you a big screen and a fairly compact package. But the thing I found most amazing is the battery life. And that's a good thing because I don't think you can get this back open to replace the battery. But take a look. I did some battery testing. I was able to get on standby 4 days, 3 hours, and 53 minutes, and I still had 13% charge left. This phone just sips. Yes, Wi-Fi was on. It was downloading email. It was updating my calendar. I wasn't making any phone calls, but I was using the phone, and I got 4 days on a single charge. That is unheard of. They put a fairly hefty battery in here, but this isn't even the RAZR Max, the one that they're claiming great battery life. There will be a RAZR Max HD with a much bigger screen out soon on Verizon. I also got very good LTE performance. Now, your mileage will absolutely vary depending on network congestion and where you are. You may not even have LTE in your neck of the woods, but if you do, look at the download speeds I was getting. The top there is Wi-Fi. The bottom is LTE, 22.9 megabits per second down, 17 megabits up. That's better than my Wi-Fi at home. Even the ping time is a decent 58 milliseconds. So once again, Verizon LTE is just spectacular. This is a great LTE phone with much better than great battery life. A nice little phone, and it's one of their least expensive phones. It's $99. This is kind of the low-cost Droid. I'm not a huge fan of the Motorola interface, but it doesn't get in the way too much. Notice, for instance, if I swipe to the right on most Android phones, I'd get another screen. In this case, I get the quick settings page, but that's not so bad once you get used to it. You can add more screens, more blank pages just by tapping the screen and put more icons on there. And so, and home, of course, always brings you back to the home page. So, you get used to the interface. It very much is kind of almost the Jelly Bean interface, hence my confusion. Pros, it's a great price. It's in tremendous battery life, beautiful, very high quality screen, and a big screen in a fairly small package. So if you're looking for an easy phone to use, remember Apple's touting how easy it is to thumb around. Yeah, here you go. You got a 4.3-inch screen. You could thumb around just as easily as Apple's 4-inch screen, and for a lot less money. I have to say the only con, of course, is that it's not using Jelly Bean. It's the ice cream sandwich version of Android. And the Motorola enhancements, as usual, are somewhat less than enhancing. Nevertheless, a great phone if you're looking for kind of a mid-ranged Android phone with more than amazing battery life. This is the Droid RAZR M, an absolute buy if that's what you're in the market for.